Hello everyone and welcome to this session. In this session we will study about the graphics programming, that is a chapter 2. Here firstly firstly we need to understand the OpenGL library. OpenGL means Open Graphics Library. So outline is given here. Firstly we have to check the introduction, then OpenGL API application interface, then primitive and attributes, OpenGL weaving, Sierpinski gasket example, implicit function plotting, etc. So let's start about the introduction. The graphic system, the basic model of graphics package is a black box described by its input and output. The graphics system. The basic model of graphics package is a black box described by its input and output. Means the model of graphics package include by its input and output. Then second thing is the input interface. Function calls from user program. Here in input interface there are functions and so many function call are there. So user program calls the function and measurement of from input device, and input device takes the measurement of each and every input and output. Then output interface, graphics to output device. Uh, this is an example. This is a figure which show you the interface of graphics to output device. So this is the user program, graphic system, and input output device. So graphic system. So user program provide the function call to the graphic system, and graphic system convert it into the output to the input or output devices, and input output device again gives to the output device gives the output to the graphic system, and then it convert in the form of data to the user program. That is the output interface of graphics to output device. So graphic system is a working in between the user program and input output devices, or it provides the interface to the user program and input output devices. So in graphic system, there are API categories, application interface categories, that is a primitive function, attribute function, viewing function, transformation function, input function, control function, and queries function. So we need to understand one by one function from application interface categories. Before that, we have to understand what is the coordinate system. It is difficult to specify the vertices in units of the physical device. It is difficult to specify the vertices in unit of the physical device. Device independent graphics makes users easy to define their own coordinate system. Okay, the coordinate system, with the using of coordinate system, it is difficult to specify the vertices in unit of the physical device, but a device independent graphics make users easy to define their own coordinate system, such as word coordinate system and raster coordinate system. So here is an point, that is x comma y, x minimum and y minimum, and the top rightmost pixel is x max and y max. So in a rendering process, r minimum comma s minimum, that is a r comma s, and r max and s max is a raster coordinate system. So here we have to study how to run OpenGL on Windows Visual C++. So here it gives the total procedure how to run the Open Graphics Library program. So before that, we have to firstly install the OpenGL software in our system. So first step is download the GLUT for Windows from the website. GLUT is an graphics package. Step 2, put the following files in the location: glut32.dll on a C colon Windows slash system32. After that, glut32 library lib place on a Visual Studio install directory VIB. Then glut.h is an header file, that is which we have to put here Visual VC install directory slash include. Step 3, create a Visual C++ Windows console project. Step 4, add a C++ file to the created project. After that, add OpenGL 32.lib, GLU 32.lib, and GLUT glut 32.lib to project, then properties, then configuration properties, then linker, then input, and then additional dependencies. So this is the path we have to follow to write the projects. What is OpenGL? OpenGL is nothing but the open graphics library. It is a layer between the programmer and graphics hardware. We already seen in the previous figure. It provides an interface to the user program and input output devices, that is graphics hardware. So OpenGL is also open graphics library, and it is a layer between the programmer and graphics software. It is designed as a hardware independent interface. It is designed as a hardware independent independent interface to be implemented on many hardware platforms. Means it's a totally platform independent device. It's a totally hardware independent platform. This interface consists of over 700 distinct commands. It consists 700 distinct commands. In a software library, several hundred procedures and functions, and also there are several hundred procedures and functions are available in a software library. So this is the figure which indicate the function of OpenGL. How it works, we have to understand this from this figure. What is OpenGL? So this is an application. OpenGL application programming interface. It provides the OpenGL application programming interface to the hardware and software, and hardware and software provide the input and output interaction between the output device and input device, as well as OpenGL application programming interface provide a graphic package and then application. This is the working of OpenGL API. Now, library organization. OpenGL core library, OpenGL on Windows. So there are library organization, that is a core library, and OpenGL on Windows. GL means graphics library, open graphics library. That is, it comes into categories, that is core library and OpenGL on Windows. OpenGL utility library, that is a GLU, open graphics library utility library. It uses only GL functions, means graphics library functions, to create the common object. It is available in all OpenGL implementation. OpenGL Utility Toolkit, that is a GLUT. OpenGL Utility Toolkit, that is a GLUT. It provides the minimum functionality expected for interacting with modern windowing system. Now, library organization. OpenGL application program provide GLU library, GL library, GLUT library, and GLX library with Xlib and XTK. and it also G, provide the interface to the frame buffer. GLX is for use in the X window system, and WGL for the Windows, AGL for the Mac OS operating system. So here GLX is for X window system, and WGL is for the Windows, and AGL for the Mac OS. These are the libraries. Now the program structure, we have to study the OpenGL API program structure. In step 1, initialize the interaction between Windows and OpenGL. Firstly, we have to initialize the interaction between Windows and OpenGL. Step 2, specify the Windows properties and further create window. Specify the Windows properties and further create window. Step 3, set the callback function. Step 4, initialize the program attribute. Step 5, start to run the program. This is the program structure. Firstly, we have to initialize the interaction between Windows and OpenGL. Second, we have to specify the Windows property and further create window. After that, third step, set the callback function. And fourth step, initialize the program attributes. And last step is start to run the program. This is the program framework of OpenGL application interface. So here we have to include gl.h graphics library header file hash include gl/glut.h. This is an header file, glut header file. Graphics library utility toolkit. Glut means graphics library utility toolkit, and this is an graphics library header file we have to include here. Now the main function is started here. So int main, int argument c, char star star argument v. Glut init is an initialization method. It provides the interaction between Windows and input output devices. Glut init and percent of argument c and argument v. These are the parameters. We provide its reference to from this function. Glut init display mode. Now we have to specify the glut display. Glut init display mode, that is the glut underscore single oblique glut underscore RGB model. Glut init window size 500, 500. After that, these are the all are the Windows property. Glut init Windows position 0, 0, and glut create window, that is the simple. These three functions define the Windows properties. Now glut display function, my display callback. This function callback to the glut display function. My init function set the OpenGL state, glut main loop, enter event into the loop, and logic curly brace. This is the structure of program or a program framework of OpenGL API. So that's so here we have to understand the program framework, that is the Windows management. Glut init is function initialize the glut and should be called before any other glut routine. It initialize the glut and should be called before any other glut routine. Now second function is a glut init display mode function. It specifies the color model, that is RGB or color index color model. It specifies two types of color model, that is RGB color model or a color index color model. Now third thing, glut init window size. It specifies the window size in pixel of your window, whatever the its size will be. It defined its size in pixel. Now glut init Windows position function. This specifies the screen location for the upper left corner. Glut init Windows position, it specifies the screen location for the upper left corner. Now glut create window creates a window with an OpenGL context. So this is the program framework. Void my init, it's a function. We have to set colors here. Clear color 1.0 comma 1.0 comma 1.0 comma 0.0. End of my init. My init function set the colors that from by using the GL clear color. Now second function is the white display function, and it is used to clear the display. GL color clear, GL clear underscore in bracket GL underscore color underscore buffer underscore bit GL flush, and this is the end of gasket display. It will clear the display. So that's it about the introduction of OpenGL environment in a graphics library. So